Wookity folk. If you don't know, you will now know. I am your host, coach, and creator, all things soul-driven and soul-intended, for intuitive, soul-driven readings, personal readings, daily spreads, my soul-driven podcast, soul-driven online courses, coaching sessions, and whatever else I create in the meantime. I am going to do a general reading for the collective, divine ones and chosen ones, and whoever else so resonates. This reading will be timeless, or is timeless, and we're just going to go ahead and get into it. I'm playing, what is this? Declaring. Oh, what is the title of this shit? Hold on, let me see. Protecting your house and yourself from evil eyes and intent, which this video can be found on my website, Bryson wixsite.com/soul-driven. It's a singing bowl meditation that helps clear the air from evil intent and evil eyes, and it just helps, So, let's just get right into it. We already had one card that kind of flipped over, so I'll put that in the spread. And I'm going to throw out two more cards from my principal deck, and then we'll go ahead and move into clarifying, okay? Each spread, or each clarifier, okay? Now again, this is a general reading for the collective, again, for divine, those who resonate as divine and chosen ones, and also anyone who resonates with this reading, timeless reading, okay? It is now 8:40, August 26, 2021, alright? So we're going to start out with the energies, forecasting energies found in the dice that can forecast some energies that you may be in right now or can expect to be in. So here on blue, we have 5, which represents change, upcoming changes, which are usually for the good and uplifting of the beholder of that energy. We have 5 again on dice red, and then on the second dice red we have 3, which suggests finding and maintaining clarity. Okay, this can also reveal conflict, confusion, chaos, and third-party energies. So you want to make sure that you're keeping your lamps trimmed and burning, meaning that you have the proper oil to keep things in and around you illuminated, okay? So with all 3 of them added together, we have 5 and 5, 10, 3, 13. 1 plus 3 is 4, which gives us foundation, space, and energy, okay? So these are the things that our ideals and belief systems and basically our lives are built upon, okay? You can reduce 4 to 2, which gives us union, companionship, and partnership energy, okay? And then you can also reduce 2 to 1, which gives us the emotional body. And the emotional body is pretty much how we feel about things that we've experienced in our lifetime or even in this present moment, okay? So that could be traumas, codependencies, and things of that nature, okay? One also represents leadership energy, coming into a space of leadership, taking control, taking charge of your life, being that deliberate, conscious creator of your own personal universe, okay, which is very important as a divine one, as a chosen one. Alrighty? So, with that said and done, we're just going to go ahead and move forward with the reading. I'm going to place these dice to the side. Amen. Amen. Alrighty. So on the first principal card out, this is the card that came out. This is the Three of Wands, okay? So this represents, okay, when we're dealing with the numerical value, okay, we're dealing with, again, finding and maintaining clarity, okay, also revealing conflict, confusion, chaos, and third-party energy, okay? Now, the Wands represents aspects of spirituality, okay? Aspects of spirituality, excuse me for a minute, just something just came in. Aspects of spirituality, creativity, knowledge and wisdom, communication, and yes, the emotional body. Okay, so we can be expect to be coming into some clarity within these aspects, or if we are not quite in the energy of clarity, we can expect to be coming into clarity after we sift dealing with some confusion, some conflict and chaos within these aspects, okay, the aforementioned aspects. Okay, now these lower vibrational energies of conflict, confusion, chaos can indeed be brought on by third-party outside energy, okay? So when we're dealing with the Three of Clubs as a whole, we're dealing with fighting energy, disagreements, stress, struggle, okay, within these aspects, okay? And I really feel more so heavily that these, again, lower vibrational energies are being brought upon by outside third-party energies, okay? So this is very important when we're dealing with these spiritual aspects, and not just the spiritual aspects, creative aspects, dealing with knowledge and wisdom, and how we communicate and how we process our emotional feelings and our emotional body. It's very important to be able to rely on, depend on, and go within for this clarity, okay? There's nothing wrong with seeking clarity from outside sources at times, okay, because there are times to where outside sources can help bring upon clarity or be the catalyst for clarity. But first and foremost, one should always go within first. That should be the first stop. It's going within, asking spirit, asking source, asking God, however or whatever you choose to call the Most High, or relate to the Most High as Ra, whatever. Ask for clarity and go within and start seeking that, okay? So we're going to go ahead and clarify the Three of Wands a little bit more. Again, now I'm switching to my clarifying deck. Whoop. Clarifying deck. Okay, and we're in such a very significant time within this divine universe and the age, because we're moving as the divine ones, as the chosen ones, begin to awaken, and not only awaken, but call forth their power, their purpose, and declare who they are, and the intent of their soul-driven purpose, we're moving more and more into a field of spiritual warfare, okay? And a lot of people aren't going to get or understand the severity of this spiritual warfare, especially for the people who have not yet been activated or have not yet woken into who they truly are and their purpose. Until that happens, you are not going to be able to access or see a lot of things that are going on, and the things that you are able to see are through obstructed vision, illusions, and without a full understanding and knowledge of what's actually going on, okay? And a lot of people are walking around fooled and don't even realize it, okay? So, with coming out to clarify the Three of Wands, I always like to throw the cards down for some reason, and then pick them up, you know, just to have them relate to that card or whatever. And as I grow in creating videos, because I'm not really a video person, I'm more so of an audio, but just for the sake of and the integrity of seeing the spread as I shuffle and throw them down for authenticity and integral integrity purposes, I'll be working on that. But anyway, anyhow, the Seven of Cups comes out to clarify the Three of Wands. Now, the Seven of Cups reveals feelings of doubt, disappointment, unreliable folk, and just not really being able to trust communication that is being given or trying to be conveyed to another. Now, 7 is a highly divine number, seventh heaven, and it's just a divinely appointed number. Whenever I see the number 7, I know that the divine is right there backing and behind and supporting, okay? Now, when you think of cups, you think of the aspects of the heart, home, family. So this disappointment, this doubt, this uncertainty with unreliable folk could be directly related to one's heart space, to people that you may be romantically involved with, family members, close friends who are like family, okay? Now, incidentally, cups also represents water sign energy. When you think about water sign energy, it is Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Now, incidentally, going back to the Three of Wands, Wands also is indicative of fire sign energy, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries, okay? So, again, with this conflict in this communication space, in this spiritual space and aspect found in the Three of Wands, okay, it's like the divine ones, the chosen ones, are feeling this doubt and this uncertainty coming from this outside energy, okay? Because remember, 3 also represents third-party energy. With the 7 of Cups coming out in the upright, this reflects doubt and disappointment from an outside source or towards an outside source, okay? So one is feeling this doubt and uncertainty towards another, and most likely is this third-party energy, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and clarify that one more time to see what else Spirit wants to point out for the collective. Okay, so further clarifying the Three of Wands and the 7 of Cups, okay, this is the 4 of Cups, okay. Now keep in mind this Four of Cups is in reverse, okay? So in the upright position, this reflects security, stableness within the heart space, okay? This could be directly related to romantic relationships, but not limited to only the romantic, okay? Again, because we're dealing with cups, we are dealing with the aspects of the heart, home, and family. So in addition to romantic ties, we also have familial bonds as well as close friendships who are like family, okay? So again, as I just stated, when it comes out in the upright, this reflects security, stableness within these aspects, okay? Meaning that one can trust the energy within these aspects of the heart, home, and family. It's trustworthy, it's honorable, okay? But, and also keep in mind the number 4, okay? That takes us back to foundation, okay? Things that our ideals and belief systems are built upon, okay? So, with this card coming out in the reverse, reflects and reveals insecurity, okay, within this aspect or these aspects, okay? So again, in the upright position, it reveals security. Being that it's coming out in the reverse, it's insecurity within these aspects. You can't trust in the foundation of this heart, home, and family, particularly because of, okay, going back to the 3 of Wands, okay, this conflict, this confusion, this chaos and third party outside energy, okay? It's no coincidence that you are feeling doubt and disappointment and feeling uncertain and feeling like the people that you are dealing with in regard to this aspect is showing up unreliable, is showing up as lacking integrity and not being a person of their word, okay? Because they're not showing up as that. And as furthermore proved and confirmed and clarified by the 4 of Cups in reverse, okay? This energy and space that one is within is not secure. You can't depend on it. You cannot count on it, okay? This is the protector in the upright position. So you're not feeling protected within your heart space because, again, these people are showing up as being unreliable. And with this unreliable energy found within the 7 of Cups, this is more than likely due to some falsehoods that are being portrayed, some masks that are possibly being worn, some ill intent, malicious, manipulative and deceitful motives, okay? So you definitely want to be mindful of this energy, okay? And these two energies found within these cups here, the 7 and the 4, this is directly related to one's creative space, their spirituality, the knowledge and wisdom that one may be seeking out at this time, as well as how they communicate and relate to their emotional body. Wands is also indicative of mystical energy. Okay, mystical energy and spirituality go hand in hand when you think about it. So this is the magic of spirituality. Okay, so this is designed to get one off of their or out of balance, excuse me. Okay, so this is intent. This energy from the 7 of Cups and the 4 of Cups, the perpetrators behind this is intently causing this confusion, this conflict, this chaos to disrupt the beholder from their trajectory. Okay, so chosen one, divine one. This is intently being done to take you off a trajectory of your soul-driven purpose and what you're here to do. Next principal card here is the King of Pentacles. This is my Wisdom of Solomon card, okay? This is divine masculine energy operating within the aspects of the material, which include finance, business, and property, okay? Now, with the divine masculine energy of this and behind this card, this is the ability to take appropriate and effective action in these regards and in the aforementioned aspects. This is someone who can impart effectively to oneself and to others, which is going to inevitably bring forth and upon more prosperity and abundance, okay? So this is very good energy to be within. I feel like that for the divine ones and the chosen ones who resonate with this Three of Wands, it's like you're coming out of this space of confusion, okay? This conflict and confusion brought on by this third party energy, and you're more so coming into a space of clarity. And because you have moved into a space of clarity, it's taking you and leading you to the King of Pentacle energy, the Wisdom of Solomon. Okay, so it's like you've been clearing out the muck, okay, and finding this clarity to move on to bigger and better things. And that's exactly what's happening at this current point in time, or whenever you come across this video, as again, it is timeless. Okay, so to further clarify, the King of Pentacles, excuse me, this is the Four of Wands. Okay, so this Four of Wands is representing balance, using practicality in one's decisions and actions regarding the aspects of spirituality, creativity, knowledge and wisdom, communication, and the emotional body. Okay, so if you see, I'm not quite sure what type of this looks like a lemur. Okay, so if you see the depiction of this illustration here, you see the lemur is sitting on what appears to be a tree branch with its fruit. Okay, it's sustenance, and then you see the tail on the top, and the tail on the tail on the top, and the tail on the bottom. So this is one giving a figure 8 type of illustration between the tails. So it's giving infinite energy, it's giving power, it's giving healing energy as well. So with this being a multiple 448, that makes sense that this illustration comes out this way. But if you look at this lemur, he's sitting there and he's balanced. Okay, so this represents finding the balance and practicality of living and being in this physical realm and world, and finding that balance and practicality with that of the spiritual, being able to walk between the two effectively and decisively for the good and higher consciousness of not only self but of the collective as well. Amen. Amen. That's wonderful energy to be in. It takes a lot of work to be able to find that balance between the physical and the spiritual, to be able to take action effectively and decisively. Okay, so one is not wavering between the two. You know, should I do this? Should I do that? Which one makes more sense? Okay, there's a balance. There's a cohesive balance in using the practicality with the physical and the divinity found in the spiritual. Okay, so to further clarify that energy is the Ten of Wands. Okay, the Ten of Wands. 10 is a number of completion. Okay, again, this is a lot of wand energy. Okay, again, wands is indicative of fire sign energy, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries energy. And again, it takes us right back to the aspects of spirituality, creativity, knowledge and wisdom, communication, and the emotional body. Now, this not only takes me back in direct relation to the King of Pentacles, the wisdom of Solomon, it also takes me back to the Three of Wands energy. Okay, with this fighting, this disagreeing energy found in the Three of Wands, this ineffective communication brought on by this outside third party energy and source. So with this Ten of Wands coming out, and it came out in the reverse, upright, it means good news, travel, setting, making, or going into travel. Okay, but being that this is coming out in the reverse, this is giving me inner travel. Okay, so that is telling me that one may be astral projecting, okay, or traveling to other realms, other dimensions, more than likely when you're asleep, okay, and this is going to bring upon more clarity, being that this is coming out under to clarify the King of Pentacles. This is directly related to one's abundance and finance. This is also related and intertwined with spirituality, creativity, knowledge and wisdom, communication, and the emotional body. So it all works together for the good of those. Okay, and they all definitely play a part with one another. Okay, excuse me 1 second. Monday, August 16th. I don't know how that video started playing, but we're just gonna go ahead and move forward. 1 second. We got some hating energy trying to infiltrate themselves into this reading, but we are divine, we are chosen. So we're just gonna move right on from that. Amen. Amen. So, going back here to this Ten of Wands in reverse, okay? So that's going to be travels from within. Again, astral projecting, astral traveling, out of body experiences into other dimensions, realms, cosmic and galactical areas as well, okay? And this is going to directly work for the good and benefit of that King of Pentacles, of the wisdom of Solomon, okay? And again, directly in relation to one's spirituality and creativity. So if you have a spiritually based business, if you are a diviner of any kind, if you do tarot, or if you're like me and you do intuitive readings using cartomancy, which is not using tarot cards, but it's very similar to if you do Reiki healing, anything of that nature, this is definitely pertaining to you, especially if you are a creator, and that can be an artistic, creative arts creator. So that could be anything with music, oil painting, dancing, singing, making clothes, whatever, photography, okay? So the final principle card here is the Ace of Cups. Okay, this is the highest pinnacle of love. This is the desire for love, the desire to move on to the next level of one's relationship, or finding love, or being divinely united or reunited with your soulmate, and possibly even the twin flame. Now, on the whole twin flame thing, I think it's very important because I've been seeing this a lot lately on social media. People are just randomly looking for twin flames. It's very important to realize that not everyone has a twin flame. There is a very specific occurrence that happens in order to create a twin flame bond connection and energy. Okay, so it's not something that everyone has. Okay, there's a very distinct occurrence that creates the twin flame bond and energy. So I just want to go ahead and get that out. Okay, so again, in relation to this Ace of Cups energy, this desire for this love. And also, let me go back and just clarify again, further clarify that Pentacles also indicates earth sign energy. So when you're thinking about earth sign energy, you're thinking about a Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. Okay? All right. So to further clarify the Ace of Cups. Okay? So, 7 of Swords. Okay? This divine number 7. Okay, 7 of Swords. This is the revealer, the revelation. Okay, and I said this earlier in the reading, or I believe I said it. I know I was definitely thinking it, but this is the revelation, the revealer. Okay, so this is the uncovering of truths, revealing of secrets and falsehoods. I did mention that. Okay, when this card comes out, this is revealing ill intent, malicious motives, manipulative, deceitful energy by an outside energy. Okay, which this coincides with the 3 of Wands. Okay, this third party energy, this doubt, this uncertainty, this energy of folk being unreliable and lacking integrity. Also with the 4 of Cups. Okay, being in an insecure or feeling insecure within your heart space, and with people who inhabit one's heart space. Okay, so this doubt, this disappointment is no coincidence, because that person is being false. Okay, so in order to access this divine love found in the Ace of Cups, one has to reveal, one has to snatch off the masks, one has to uncover these secrets. What's done in the dark comes into light. Okay, so with this 7 of Swords being upright, this is the uncovering of truths from an outside source, or of an outside source. So someone in your midst is being false. Okay, they're holding secrets, they're hiding their true motives and intents. Okay, and intents. So before you can actually access that divine love found in the Ace of Cups, you have to snatch off these masks and reveal what is really going on. Okay, Swords represents the soul space, which embodies our entire being. Okay, Swords also represents air sign energy, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. Okay, Five of Cups. Okay, so this is like 5 of Cups reveals upcoming changes. Someone is leaving within the heart space, heart, home, and family. This energy is ultimately going to work for the good of the divine and chosen ones. Okay, because this energy is removing themselves. So I feel like in relation to this Ace of Cups and the 7 of Swords, is that once these truths are revealed and exposed, the perpetrator of that energy isn't going to be able to take the heat. Okay, that card just kind of flipped out, so I'm going to take it. The perpetrator of that energy is not going to be able to take the heat from being exposed and having their true face revealed to the public. So what they're going to do is they're going to up and bounce. They're going to leave. They're going to try and run away because they can't deal. Another card that came out. They can't deal with having their true selves identified and exposed to the general public. And that's more than likely is because they've been spreading a whole bunch of lies, untruths, false narratives of what's actually going on. Okay, so once all of that occurs, that is going to lead you to finding your divine love and being linked with your divine love, either being united or reunited with your divine love. And that's amazing energy to be in. I can't help but notice that after declaring who I am and my soul-driven purpose, that my readings are now aligned with those who are of the divine collective and chosen ones, because it's amazing to see, because when I would come, or when spirit would lead me to certain content as confirmation from the shit that I was already getting from within and from my own readings, there was a moment I questioned the validity. I'm like, all these different influencers and diviners and readers, they're all saying the same thing. And these are not only from the ones that the few that I watch on a regular, but totally strangers, so to speak, that I've never come across before. So it's like, once I declared who I was and accepted that, there was another level of sight and vision that I was gained access to. And when that happened, my readings started to coincide with theirs. So I'm definitely in a different vein of collective, and it shows up in a reading, just like it's kind of, well, not kind of, but just like it's showing up here now, because this is pretty much along the lines of what's going on with a lot of the collective of chosen ones and the divine ones. A lot of us are experiencing this right now, or coming out of this experience. The first card that kind of flipped out, this is the Ten of Swords in reverse. Okay, 10, completion. Okay, this is my Dark Knight card, Dark Knight of the Soul. So a lot of us are coming out of this very dark night of the soul moment, to where we're realizing and uncovering these truths. And it's a very heavy energy to be in, because it's very scary. It can be very scary. It can feel like one is dying. And on a spiritual level, one is dying. Okay, their old self is dying off from these revelations and the things that we wouldn't necessarily allow ourselves to believe before. It's like, okay, it's game time now. I have to remove this obstruction from my divine vision of sight and see things for what they really are, and not for how I want them to be. To see people for who they really are, and not how I want them to be. Okay, so it can be traumatic. An experience. It can be a traumatic experience for a lot of us. But the thing behind that is it just didn't quite fall out. But this is the Tower card. Okay, Tower card. Old ideals and belief systems, constructs of the paradigm are being torn down to be built on a new foundation. Okay, so the thing behind this is when these revelations come out, and when you're dealing with this dark night of the soul energy, is to not remain in the fear. It's okay, because we are still transforming from the 3D into the 5D. We are still transforming into our higher selves and higher consciousness and expansion and evolution. So we're going to have moments to where we feel fear, to where we feel uncertainty. The key is to not stay there. It's to not wade in that energy. Feel it. Allow yourself to process the emotions thereof, and get the fuck on into your healing. so that you can be empowered and do what we're here to do. Okay. The other card that came out, this is the Four of Swords. Okay, and this is the Four of Swords in reverse. So this is stability and work and creativity. Being that this is sword energy, this is all aspects, total embodiment of who we are as a person, as a vibrational divine being. This reminds us to keep balance in all aspects of our life. If stressed, relax. Okay, it's okay to treat yourself. Okay, so I feel like this is coming out to confirm that yes, you are going to have some moments of feeling unbalanced, being that came out in reverse. Okay, you are going to have some moments of feeling imbalanced, but that just reminds you to find that balance, to come into that balance so that we can propel forward. Okay. Is there anything else, Spirit? I feel like that's it. Right now, the Spirit has to convey. I want to pull one more card. I knew this had to be a card to come out. Okay. This is the Nine of Swords. This is the Downer, the Death card. Okay. This is forced and unwelcome changes brought upon this outside energy and their lower vibrational motives and ill intents to bring you down. Okay, but it's actually elevating you. It's pushing you to expansion into who you really are and your soul-driven divine purpose on this earthly or in this earthly realm. Okay, for the service of self and others, to get others into their own self-healing, their own self-empowerment, and their purpose in this life. Okay, so this is death. This is death energy that's going to propel you all into transformation. Okay, and this has to happen in order for you to become who you truly are meant to be and to get into your purpose. Okay, it is all divine order and has to happen as such. Okay, you have to divine ones and chosen ones, we go through the utmost, because that's our PE, that's our physical ed, phys ed, or SE, spiritual ed education, if that makes sense, because we have to build that muscle. Okay, we have to prep and be prepared for what's ahead. Okay, and we can only do that by these experiences that threaten to take us down and out, but it won't, because we are divine, we are chosen. Okay, and I'm just curious, I'm gonna pull one more card. If this is what I think it is, the energy that I feel, that just shows the divinity of the universe, and even if it's not, it's still divine. Page of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. This is energy, outside energy. So these folk, these perpetrators are feeling anxious. Okay, they're feeling confused because they did everything that they could think of to bring us down, and it ain't working. Now, it also tells me that there is an outside message of sorts. I feel like from maybe your ancestors or starseed family, if you resonate with being starseed. So actually, your angels. What I'm going to do before I close this reading, I'm going to pull a card from the angel deck. Angel Ancestor deck. This just fell out. Abrupt ending. Okay, Five of Swords is an abrupt ending. Okay, so when all of this shit is revealed to you, this uncovering of these truths, these secrets being brought into the light from the dark, you're going to have to cut cords, okay? You're going to have to cut these cords in order to access your divinity, to access your abundance, to access your divine love, to access everything that is meant for you. You have to cut cords. You don't have to explain why, because these folk, ancestors and angels said that it's correct. These folk know what they did. They know absolutely what the fuck they did. Some of them may play dumb, okay? Some of them may play like they're completely innocent and, no, why would I ever do that to you? Or, I don't know what you're talking about, So the video cut out there. So they want you to know that when you that you're moving into a place of clarity in regard to your material aspects, your finances, your businesses, your property, things of that nature. And that's coming from your ancestors and angels. Let me see. We're going to see if there's anything from your galactical family, star seeds, or otherwise. Okay. Notice that figure 8, infinite energy, healing, power, abundance. Is there anything galactical family that you want the chosen ones, the divine ones to know? Okay. Four of Cups. Okay, I feel like this is security. Once you make these cuts, once you cut these cords here, okay, from these unsavory, leeching as bitter bitches and bitter bums, as one of my new influencers that I watch says, once you cut these bitches off, you're going to move into a secure place within your heart space, your heart home, and family. You have to cut these cords in order to make room for the true divine connections, okay? Because right now, if you haven't cut the cords, then your space, your energy is filled with all of these snakes, all of these just nasty ass, unfulfilled, sad, pathetic people and energy, and that's just real talk. Okay, they're supporting that by this Five of Cups, this change in the heart space. Okay, so while it may be challenging to make these cuts be, it has to be done. Okay, Ten of Swords, completion. Okay, so they're confirming that this was a very dark time for you, a dark night of the soul for you, but it has to occur. It has to be done. Okay, it has to be done, because you have to rid yourself of the trash in order to make room for the treasure. Okay, it's not by coincidence that you all are going through this or have experienced. It's all purpose and design. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and stop at that note and just say, go forth, divine ones, go forth, chosen ones. It's our time. Okay, we've been cultivated for this. We've been through enough shit in our entire lives to bring us to this point, to declare and walk in the fullness of who we really are, and to get shit done. And they say, when you do that, bitch, this is the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, this is completion in your finances, in your prosperity and abundance. So continue to do the work. Okay, continue to do the work, because it's going to lead you to this completion, to this prosperity and abundance for you. It absolutely will. Okay, thank you all for viewing this, because it's not for everybody. It certainly isn't. Okay, take that which resonates and leave what doesn't. Okay, and on that note, I'm out. And until next time, I love you all so very much. Be soul driven.